Good afternoon, respected jury members. Myself, Pranjali Chapotkar, and my pilot project is Closing the Loop, Treated Use Water Reuse Plan for Rajkot. Starting with the need of the project. The completion of a sanitation value chain is essential for any city. It promotes health, prevents environmental pollution, conserves ecosystem, and helps the city in recovering and recycling its resources. Rajkot, being a water scarce city, it is very important to look for alternate water resources such as treated use water. This will reduce the dependency on the freshwater resources and will also help the ULB in cost recovery. As per the service level benchmark, the extent of treated water in the city is just 2.2%, which is very low from the expected benchmark that is 20%. Also, in 2017, the government of Gujarat launched the Treated Used Water Policy, which envisions 100% of the reuse of treated water by 2030. My project would help the ULB in achieving this goal. The aim of the project is to develop a model for sustainable reuse of treated water in the city. The objective includes documentation of the current status of the wastewater in the city, identification of the potential end users, understanding the challenges faced by the ULBs, and at last, developing a sustainable model for wastewater through various. Apart from the sectoral analysis, the methodology included water demand assessment to understand the current water demand of the city and identify where can the treated water be used, cost assessment, feasibility assessment of agricultural areas, industrial areas and municipal uses on various parameters, and at last, case studies to know the best practices. Rajkot is an agro-based district. It has 61% of its area under agriculture, and the current water demand in the Ruda area for irrigation is around 209 mld. This is majorly met by the tube wells. The main issue identified in using the tube well is the high electricity cost which the farmers have to pay. There are a lot of issues with respect to the quality of waters also. Using groundwater also lowers the water table and it is not a sustainable source of water. For the municipal uses, the water required in the parks and gardens and firefighting services is considered. As per RMC, around 4 to 5% of the total water supply goes to this municipal uses and the total water demand is around 10 ml. There are 12,000 plus industrial units in the Rajkot district and the water demand for these industrial areas is around 1000 plus MLD. The water quality required for these industrial areas is high because of the type of the industries, that is the food, chemical and the metal industry. This is the quick summary of the water demand, the current costing of the water and the key concerns due to use of the fresh waters in the three sectors. Solution for all the three areas discussed earlier are been provided. So for the agricultural areas, the aim is to provide treated water to the farmlands. The selected STP is the Gauridhar STP and the three villages near. The total of say 13.7 kilometers of distribution network is to be laid from the STPs to the villages. It would cost around 2.4 crores and the business model that would be opted would be build, operate and transfer. The funding and the revenue sources are being mentioned. It is calculated that the cost of the distribution network, that is the capital cost, it would be recovered in 7 years of the operation. Through behavior change programs and proper quality monitoring of the water, the risk associated with the using of the treated water is being catered. The stakeholders include private agencies which would be responsible for the build and operation of the project, RMC, for the operation and maintenance of the STPs, Farmers Association would be responsible for collection of the revenue and also for complaint redressal, and also Agricultural Department as a supervisory body. For the municipal uses, a total of 25 kilometers of distribution lines should be laid, which would supply water to the parks and gardens, fire stations, and government schools and colleges. For the industrial areas, tertiary treated water from Raya and Rayadhar STP would be sent to the Lodika GIDC. Coming to the impacts of the project, the proposed plan aims at reusing at least 75% of the city's wastewater. This will result in about 100 mld of water becoming available for domestic consumption. This would also help the city to be water secure in a longer run. Thank you.